Hey guys, welcome back. I finally have my winter favorites that I'm filming for you guys today, and I hope that you enjoy it and I hope you find it helpful. I tried to get this up as soon as I could. It's been kind of a crazy month here with lots of people sick and some other things going on, but I figured better late than never. So hopefully you can get a few of these before Christmas. Kind of nice to have something to look forward to. Maybe you can get something after Christmas because winter gets kind of boring. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I narrowed it down to 25 polishes, which I thought was pretty good for me. Like I said, this year I'm trying to be really good about really narrowing it down. Lots of reds, lots of greens, and I have some in here that I think might surprise you from what I typically pick. Most of these are going to be pretty readily available. There are a few that I think might be a little bit hard to find, but I'll do my best to link all of them down below, so that's helpful for you guys. I will also be linking the reviews that I did for all these collections because most of the polishes that I mention are from collections that I've done reviews on, and I have comparisons and it shows application and everything like that, so you can reference that. So hopefully that's helpful too. Most of these polishes are going to be available at Beyond Polish. I have a coupon code there. It's GOLARI10. That gives you 10% off the already reduced price. That is only for their regularly priced items and not any of their sale items, just so that you're aware. That is an affiliate link, so thank you for shopping off that. Olive in June, which is also an affiliate link, I have a code for and I will put it here. It's OJ Go Polished 20, I think, but I will make sure to put it here if that's totally correct, because sometimes I get Larry brain. That will give you 20% off. A Mani or Petty system for first-time customers. Christmas is a great time to pick one of those up. I love their Mani and Petty systems. I actually show me using the Mani system. I need to do a video of me showing the Petty system, but they're awesome, and you can throw in any polishes that you want for that, and you might want to pick up some of these winter favorites that I mentioned. So I always like to start out with neutrals, and I love a good neutral in the fall just because after all the glitters, well, I wear a few glitters during the Christmas time and the holiday time, I need something kind of neutral after dark reds and greens and everything. So I'm going to start out with the neutrals. I usually go lightest to darkest. So this first one I have is Signature Sound, and it's from the new I Want to Dance with Somebody collection from Morgan Taylor. Just a review of this. I just love a good cream, and this one has a really amazing formula. It's really shiny. There's lots of nudes like this. This is new and fresh, and I love their brush, and so I'm super excited about it. Even though it's not super original, it's just really nice. Next I have Sleigh It, and this is from the Essie Winter Collection this year. And the Winter Collection was kind of interesting. It seemed to have a lot of polishes that would seem more typical in the fall, but I liked a lot of their shades. This one especially, it's this beautiful kind of brown tan polish, but it's kind of khaki leaning, which makes it a little bit unique and a little bit different. And so I really enjoyed it, and I don't know. I mean, I really loved it and I wanted to include it, but I can't see myself wearing brown in January. Maybe I will, because I just love it so much, and I didn't get a chance to wear it this fall, but I definitely feel like it's kind of a more fall appropriate shade, but I had to include it because I wanted to talk about it again because I like it. And then we have ORLY Dynamism, and this is from their Futurism collection, their holiday one from like this year, 2022. I don't typically go for shades like this. This is a really neutral shade, and it has a lot of iridescence in there, and it's kind of shifty, so it's a little bit shimmery, but it's very neutral and very wearable. I think it'll be a good neutral for winter, just to kind of break up after those holiday colors. So I really enjoyed this one quite a bit too, which actually really surprised me. That whole collection was kind of futuristic and interesting. This was, I think, probably my favorite, if I recall, from that collection. And then this beautiful polish called Transition Piece. Love it. I know a lot of you picked it up because I talked about it on my Instagram stories and showed just how beautiful and shiny it is. It's a neutral, kind of a mauve neutral brown shade, but it has this really underlying shimmer in it that's just very slight, but it just really gives it this glow and shine, especially when you like go in stores and stuff and they have all the lights. Like, I have a picture of it and I'll put it up here, but it just is so pretty, you guys. This is one of my favorite polishes from this year. It's in the running, so really, really good. I will announce my favorite polish the beginning of the year, so that's coming up very soon, like in a couple weeks. Love this one. A lot of you picked it up. You can still pick it up at Beyond Polish, and it is just a really fun neutral. And then we have Record Breaker. This is also from the Morgan Taylor I Want to Dance with Somebody collection, and it's perfect for New Year's. It's got this black base, and then it has, they say it's gold shimmer, but I kind of feel like it's silver silver sometimes. So I feel like it's a cool toned gold, but I really love it. And like I said, it's gonna be perfect for New Year's. I'm gonna wear it for sure. What I like about it is when you look at the bottle, it looks like it's pretty shimmery, but the polish is so black that it makes them look a little bit more sporadic, and I love it. Love this one. Okay, now we're gonna move into pinks. I love wearing pink. I'm just really this year craving brighter pinks and some kind of purpley pinks. So let's get into those. I guess we're gonna add purple to this as well. This is Merry Ice, and it's a beautiful, really soft, pale, kind of sheer base with this kind of gold shimmer going through it. It's really pretty. I love these. Beyond Polish said this is the top selling polish from this OPI Holiday 2022 Jewel Be Bold collection, and I can see why. This got a lot of attention on my reels as well, just because it's beautiful. I mean, that's the reason it did so well, is because it's just so pretty to look at and it's soft. I love to wear shades like this in the winter. And then All Dolled Up is from their Essie collection last year. I don't typically wear these bright pinks in the winter, but I put this on last winter and I was like, oh, that's amazing. It kind of lifts your spirits a little bit when it's getting kind of dark and dreary. And so I definitely wanted to pull it out again this year. So I think it's a good one to add. I love that it's a little bit cooler toned. I feel like in the winter I like more cooler toned. Well, I love cool toned pinks any time of year, let's be honest. But I tend to like, as we get into summer, I tend to gravitate towards like coral leaning pinks. But I love this one for any time of year. Such a good pink polish, and the formula on this one is really, really fantastic as well. This is Royal Riches, and this is from the China Glaze Jewel Royale collection from last year. Yes, from last year. And I just thought it was just a really beautiful polish. So it looks kind of red and gold and maybe slightly purple leaning, but when you put it on, the pink really comes out. And so it's kind of a pink color, and it's just very fun and very festive. I do think I did wear this around the holidays. I don't know if I posted about it, but I did pull it out, which is surprising for me because I usually don't wear glittery, but only at the holidays, and this one is a good one for that purpose. If you didn't pick it up last year, it's still available at Beyond Polish, so snatch it up before it's gone. Then we have Charmed, I'm sure. It's this beautiful kind of purple toned polish with this bright pink iridescence in it. This is also from the Jewel Be Bold OPI Holiday 2022 collection. There was only one cream in this collection and the rest were shimmer, as you guys know, and I wasn't super stoked about this collection when it first came out. I can't even remember what I picked for my favorites, maybe just a few, but I was surprised to find that I have 6 of them in this favorites video. So I don't know, I think the thing that maybe has changed a little bit is that I'm feeling a little bit more festive, or maybe I'm feeling like you guys are really gonna like these for the holidays. So I don't know, I surprised myself. I pulled out 6, so I don't think I pulled out that many when I did my favorites for that collection. But this one's beautiful, it has a nice formula, and I just feel like it is kind of festive and a little bit flashy and fun and kind of a pop of color during the holidays, so I like it. And then this is Feelin Berry Glam. This is from that same collection. This was the only cream from the collection and I love it. There's a ton of colors like this from a ton of different companies. This one does seem to be just slightly different than what I have. It's very close to Essie New Year New Hue, but that one maybe is a little bit more red toned. So I don't know, somehow it's kind of unique even though it's pretty similar. So I'll let you decide if you want to get it, but the formula on it is just fantastic, and I love wearing these kind of purple berry tones this time of year as well, especially around Christmas and even after. I just think they're so fun to wear. Okay, now we're gonna get into the grays and blues. I did add Carols and Caviar from the new Essie Winter collection. I do feel like this is kind of a winter shade or a fall shade, but I can wear it in the winter too. I do like to pull out navy this time of year. And this one's a nice muted one, and it's pretty gray leaning as well. It's just really nice. It's got fantastic formula. Essie's just been killing it with their formulas lately. I definitely love it. The next one is Morgan Taylor Fall, I Love That Color from the Shake Up the Magic Winter 2020 collection. It is beautiful. It's this beautiful kind of medium toned gray, but it does have like a hint of green in it, which I think sets it apart. I was surprised to find how close it was to Carols and Caviar, but I would imagine on the nails they're going to be more different than they look in the bottle. This is definitely going to be more navy, and you can even tell the difference more here in the bright lights. But you can see that it has that hint of green in it, which which I really, really love about this one. And it's just, the formula is just rich and creamy, and it goes on so beautifully, and I wore it a lot last year, and I'm probably gonna wear it again this year too. So good. Then we have Booties on Broadway, one of my favorite navy polishes. Its Grand Avenue is a good one. I think that's what it's called, from the OPI collection, I believe last year. But I pulled out this one because it's just my all-time favorite, and it just goes on so nice. I just filmed a review of the Olive and June New Winter collection. That should be coming up next, or maybe that'll come first, I'm not sure. But they had a really pretty navy in there, but it was, you kind of had to build it up quite a bit. And then when I put this next to it to do comparisons, I was like, oh yeah, nothing really compares to this one. It's just so good that, yeah, nothing really compares to it. Okay, so next I'm gonna talk about my favorite green, and I'm gonna start first with the cool greens. Okay, all greens are cool, okay, but these are the cooler toned greens. But these are, ooh, I kind of like them together too. Anyway, okay, this is Olive and June Into the Trees. This is from last year's winter collection, and it is so good. And it's good for any time of year, actually. I love how it has quite a bit of blue in it, so it's almost teal. And you'll see the next one I have is a teal color too, so it's kind of a teal leaning blue. So it's kind of a blue leaning teal, or is it green? I don't know. It's like mid-range. Oh my gosh. So anyway, I'm sure that really helped you guys out, but it's a cool toned green. It's more green than blue, but it does have quite a bit of blue in it. That's what I was trying to say, I guess. And I love it. You gotta have it. If you want to try Olive and June out, grab this one for sure. And then we have the other teal, which is Tealing Festive from the OPI Holiday Collection from this year as well. Like I said, I have 6 of those polishes, and it is just beautiful and magical. I always say that, and I'm like, oh, it's so pretty, but I might not wear it. But this one I probably will wear during the holidays just because it's fun. You gotta go outside the box once in a while, and Christmas is a good time to do that. And it's just beautiful and sparkly. Not too sparkly though, but it's good. And I thought a lot of you would actually really like that one. Okay, now these next greens I have 3 more, and they are more like yellow based. And I'm starting out with Decked to the Pines. This is beautiful. There were a lot of green polishes like this that came out this year. This one's from the holiday collection this year, and ORLY had one right here. Here, I'll pull all these out. My light keeps changing because the sun keeps going behind clouds, but ORLY had one, and Essie had one, and I like this one the best. It's a little bit deeper, and you guys have seen a lot of comparisons of this because I put a comparison up every time the new one has come out. I really like the ORLY one too, just because it does have a little bit of coolness to it, but I made myself pick, and this is my favorite because it's a little bit deeper, so it adds a little bit more dimension. So it's the winner of the 3, and it's a good one for the holidays for sure. And it would be good with nail art too. I feel like the formula is really opaque and goes on so nicely. And then this has been a long time favorite of mine. I mention it all the time. Is it hard to find? Let me check and see what my notes say. It's still available at Beyond Polish, it looks like, and it is beautiful. It's a beautiful green, but it has a little bit of white in the base, so it's not like super rich. It's a little bit more muted, and it's a little bit more gray toned. It's just perfect. Perfect. I love it. It's probably one of my all-time favorite greens, and it'll be on my list forever. So I'm sorry if you're tired of hearing about it, but obviously you need it. If I've been talking about it this much and you haven't picked it up, then I don't know what you're doing, but you should. And then another of my all-time favorite polishes that is green is Stylenomics, and probably one of my top 10 Essies. I should really narrow that down and do that video. Maybe I'll concentrate on that this next year, like top 10s of brands instead of like seasonal favorites, because I get kind of tired of doing those because a lot of the polishes I pull are pretty close. So maybe I'll do that. Okay, this one is a little bit darker, but it's pretty close. I'm missing one. I found it. It's right here with the Olive and June collection that I'm going to review next. It's just sitting here. Anyway, this one's a little bit darker than the one I'm going to talk about next from Olive and June, but they are kind of close. This one's a little bit cooler toned, which I really, really love, and the formula is a little bit more opaque, but I like them both, so I put them both in here. But this has been a favorite of mine for a long time. It looks like you can still get it on Amazon and possibly Walmart when I looked. Beyond Polish is all sold out, and I'm surprised. I feel like it's more available now than it used to be, but I'll double check on that and make sure I give you guys good links down below. But it is just a must-have. I also like Off Tropic, and I usually put that one in here, but I didn't. I'm just craving the darker ones right now, and maybe I'll save Off Tropic for summer, but that's a good one too. But this one's fantastic. Okay, it's actually dark green from Olive & June. This is the new one from their winter collection that just came out that my review will come up shortly. And it's got a kind of sheerish formula, which a lot of them do. I wouldn't call it sheerish, I would call it more curly, and it builds up better than I thought it would. I would definitely do 3 coats with this one, which makes a little bit of drying time with Olive & June. They do take a little bit longer to dry, but it's definitely worth it, and I would get it. It's just a little bit squishier because the formula's a little bit more sheer, and I love it. It's hard for me to know which one of these is darker, and I think it is Stylenomics just because it's a little bit richer and more opaque, and so it just looks a little bit darker. They're very close in that way, and when polishes are dark, it's hard to tell the differences, but this one definitely is more yellow toned, and Stylenomics is definitely more cooler toned. So they are different, even though on the nail they're probably gonna look pretty similar, and in low light they're gonna look almost black. Okay, that's it for the greens. Now I'm moving on to reds. I'm very picky about reds. Sometimes reds can leave my fingers looking purple, so I have to be really careful about what I wear. I tend to like more pink reds. They just are a little bit more flattering on me, and the one I'm wearing right now is the next one I'm going to talk about, and that is Be Cherry, and it is really hard to find. So I'm sorry, I totally apologize. It's still my favorite. So I have to say, I will go on a hunt and really try to find it. Feel like there's a few colors that are close to this. I think I've mentioned it in my other favorites videos, winter's favorites videos, and I'll type it here if I find it because I think Style Hunter or something like that. I'll put them here. But there are some that I have heard people say that this is close to, and this one's really hard to find, but it's like the brightest, pinkest, cherriest red, which I prefer for sure during the holidays. So perfect one. And this is from the winter 2017 collection. And then we have Dutch Tulips, which I recently just added to my collection. I didn't really have this one, and so I'm super excited to have it. And it is kind of a pink toned red as well. I haven't compared them next to each other. I feel like this one's even more pink. And this is from the Spring Summer Holland collection from 2012. So it's been around for a super long time. And the formula is really great on this one. Next we have an Olive & June quick dry polish. This one's so cool. I will have this review coming up soon, probably after the holidays, just because I'm busy. And I want to spend time with my family, and I filmed half of it, and I'm still waiting on a few polishes. But this is a standout, and I had to mention it because I think it's perfect for Christmas and even perfect for Valentine's. That's another reason I like to pick a lot of pinks out during the winter, is because Valentine's, you need to have a good pink. And I also love pale pinks, but I didn't put any in. There's a lot of good ones from Essie. A lot. Like, a lot. It's called Lippy, and it's a beautiful red, and it has this gold shimmer in it that's like so subtle. A little bit more than Transition Piece, but still kind of subtle like that. And in the sunlight, you can just see them glistening under the surface, and it's perfect for Christmas, and I'm going to be wearing it for sure. So, good one. And yes, they do dry quick, but I'll talk about that more in my main review. But I like them. And then this is Malaga Wine, and I always add this one. It's been a favorite for a long time, and it's, how long has it been around? It's been around since 2013. It was part of the San Francisco collection in 2013, and it is just beautiful. I don't know what to say about it. It's a beautiful wine color. It's a little more purple leaning, and that's kind of what I'm feeling right now. In fact, the next one I have is kind of a wine color too, so I'm just kind of into that right now. And then Complimentary Wine is the next one that I've talked about a lot. This is from the Muse of Milan Fall 2020 collection, and I've been loving it ever since, and it's been in my fall and holiday favorites videos. I believe both of them ever since I had it. So good. You definitely have to pick this one up. It's a beautiful kind of wine shade, but it has a little bit of brown, and it's a little bit darker, and it's just so rich and glossy and beautiful, and you need it. I had to add a gold just because it's Christmas, and this is a new one from OPI, and it's Sleigh Bells Bling. And when I did the comparisons for this one, I was like, I really like that one a lot compared to all the other ones that I have, so I had to pull it in. And you need a good gold during the holidays, and this is just a good one to pick up because it has a good formula. It's a little bit blingy and fun for the holidays. Okay, so we got through it. That wasn't too torturous. Usually I have like 45 or close to 50. This is just more bearable, and it's probably more bearable for you guys because you don't have to listen to me talk so long. Let me know what polishes you're wearing this holiday season down below. I want to know, I want to see, and I want to hear. I hope you guys have a good holiday and a good break. I'm going to be posting a few videos, and then I'll probably take a social media break for the holidays because I need some time to relax. So thanks so much for joining me again. I appreciate having you guys here. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe, and we will see you next time.